This episode of Inside Me is brought to you by Dudette and Bros and Green Wolf Tactical.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. Where everything is inside. What? Inside. What? Inside me? Oh, okay. So I want you to listen to everything that I have to say. Everything I want to talk about is inside me.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this is your first time. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. And also, do not forget to share the fucking video. That's right, I'm talking to you motherfuckers. You guys wanted me to support you guys with some awesome content. Look at where we're at. I'm making, right? I'm shaking. You need to bake it. You got to get it out there. We need more people to listen. We need a lot more people to listen. And I can only do that with your guys' help. I appreciate the support. Support me just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Take that knob and let's just support it a little bit more. Let's turn it up. I got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. And I'm telling you right now, Chris Evans is one of them. If you guys haven't already heard, Chris Evans accidentally unleashed his pee-pee to the world. If you guys hear in the background my puppy moving, it's because he was sleeping and now he's awake. So now he's kind of ruining my audio. So if you're listening to this on Anchor and all you can hear is stuff in the background, I'm so sorry. But I'm also not sorry. I have animals, I have kids that interrupt shit. It happens. My bad. It's the realest podcast you're ever going to be on. And by realist, I mean shittiest because I can't find a place to my fucking self. And my studio is in my living room. Okay? It's the come up, baby. It's the come up, baby. We'll get there. We'll get a sound room. Once this thing really starts picking up some heat, we'll be all right. And you guys can listen to me on clean, unaltered audio. But until then, we're going to talk about Chris Evans' dick. Now, apparently he was on TV, and he's playing a heads-up game, and now when he goes to close out the app, it brings up your pictures. You know, like when you're fucking on an app, and then it brings up, like, your previous photos or whatever. His dick happened to be one of those photos. And America has fallen in love with Chris Evans' dick. He's got a fucking piece on him. He's got a 40-ounce can of beer between his legs. He's got a Keystone Light, 32-ounce, right between his legs. Now he's from Boston. You could call it I don't even know, the Boston Bouncer, because it's getting people out of here. He not only has America's ass, but now he has America's dick. What a fucking prime representation of America. Big, bold, sometimes accidental. I would imagine sometimes back in like the 1700s, right, the 16th century, the revolution was probably accidental. It was just a group of people in a bar, and they were like, hey, who's tired of Britain shit? Who's tired? Who's tired of it? And there was some guy in the back. Yeah, I don't like paying taxes. And there's another guy. Yeah, they took our harbors. And then there was this one guy in the middle, and he was like, yeah, you guys want to do something about it? Let's fucking do something about it. That's Chris Evans' penis. It's gonna start a revolution. It's gonna start a revolution. I kind of feel bad for him, because he was the one to leak his own penis. Does it happen? Yeah. Was it a publicity stunt? We don't know. But it's nothing but good for him. Every female fan that he ever had, who was once in love with him, is now even more in love with him. If anything, more madly in love, because they want to get on the piece. The man's got a Pringles can between his legs. What are we doing here? We haven't seen this much uproar about a penis since Chris Brown accidentally leaked his. And we understand why Rihanna was okay with getting beat up for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she did leave him for that, but semantics. It's done nothing but good for his career. And it doesn't help that he's just a really attractive dude. I'm not attractive. I had to woo my wife over with, my humor, my charisma. You think she likes this crooked nose? I don't think so. You know how awkward it is to kiss from my left side? I'm constantly pushing her face away, It's like one big thumb in the middle of my fucking face pushing her away. And that's just one of my flaws, let alone all of them. I'm a chubby fuck now. Gotta get back into the gym. I'm rocking a 4-pack right now. I'm a little thick. I'm no longer dainty. And I gotta get back to that. I gotta do my planks. I gotta do everything. But what I'm getting at is that Chris Evans, this can only be good for him. His publicist has to be fucking ecstatic. The porn industry is probably causing a fucking riot trying to get him fucking casted for something. He's going to be in there with J-Mac. If you guys don't follow J-Mac on Instagram, he lives every straight white male's fucking dream. It's just nothing but him posting about his family. He's got a family. He's got a wife. And he's just posting shit. And then he also just posts the shoots that he's about to do. Either do or has done. Fresh off set. And it's a chick just with him. Eye makeup smudged. It's gross. I wonder what it would take for him, how much money it would take for him to do that. I mean, he's a serious actor. And I think that's why he left the Captain America role, because he wanted to start doing a little bit more serious things. He got his name out there. But I don't think he wants to be known as Captain America for the rest of his life. But now, he's for sure going to be known for his piece. It's legendary. That piece is legendary. Good for him. He's got a broadsword. Gotta have 2 hands on that motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? 2 hands. Do not put your arms or legs outside of the ride while it is in motion. He's motherfucking Six Flags. He's Disney. I wonder how much money, though, it would cost to get him into one of those adult films. And I think the world's, expectation would be way higher than I think what it would be. What are they going to do? Get the Russo brothers to film it? I don't think so. That wouldn't be in the story arc for Captain America. Fucking A, dude. What a crazy time. I think it's also blowing up because nobody else has anything to do. Everybody's on lockdown still. Especially, I would imagine in California, it's probably pretty bad. California, this has to be everything that they're gawking over. But good for him, dude. I hope it doesn't define his career. He's such a good actor. If you guys haven't watched, he does this movie with, I think it's Hilary Swank. She's a nurse that contracted HIV during it takes place in the 90s. It's a timepiece in the 90s during the big AIDS epidemic, and I guess one of the main transmissions of the disease was to nurses in the ER. They would be, trying to insert an IV or some sort of sedative to homeless people or just prostitutes. People that would come into the ER at low hours of the night, and as they would go to give them something, the needles would break skin and transfer blood to ER nurses. So the whole movie is about Chris Evans as a fucked up lawyer trying to fight for these breakaway needles to get contracted through medical facilities. And it's a crazy movie. It's crazy, but it's so good. And then Snowpiercer. Chris Evans is such a good actor. And I don't think this is going to tarnish his career at all. If anything, it's going to make him more popular because his piece is out there. I'm sure it's getting taken down off the internet and everything, but once you've seen it, you've seen it. And I don't think they could ever really scrub the internet of it fully. Moral of the story is, it just makes celebrities more human, I think that's why people love these things more than anything. Everybody's sex, everybody sends nudes, everybody does the shit. Even if it, Some people in Hollywood are just, child blood drinking, pedophilia circle having ass people. There are still some shining lights in Hollywood that don't participate in that. And instead, they flash their penis. By accident. And it happens. And one of the best memes is, spoiler alert, Endgame, if you haven't seen it already, you live under a rock. That scene where Captain America meets his novice, younger Captain America. The Twitter caption said, Chris Evans finding out who actually leaked the photo. And it's a picture of Captain America and Captain America. It's fucking Chris Evans. That's hysterical. It's hysterical. The winternet. The internet never loses. It's a prime example. There will be so many memes of this shit, and it's funny. So that took up the brunt of my day-to-day, trying to think about that. Again, the moral of the story is that, actors are just like us. Actors, actresses, musicians, they're all like us. They're all people. And by us, I mean us plebes that aren't in Hollywood. Now, hopefully one day, if I ever, leak nudes and I'm famous, people don't laugh at me. One of the coolest things somebody's done about their penis is Lil Dicky. He embraced it. I don't know if it's true or not, but on the whole show, that was one of the narratives is it was a real thing and it's an issue for him, but he embraced it wholeheartedly, which is why I love Lil Dicky. He talks about all the shit that nobody wants to talk about. Now, I hate when people ride his dick. He is a really good lyricist, and he's really, I think, just a genuinely funny person. And that show is hysterical, and if he wrote it, good on him. But the show also featured Andrew Santino, which is one of my favorite stand-up comedians. But I think that's it. You just tackle what you got. One of my first jokes I was ever going to write on stage is that I know I look like an off-brand Aaron Rodgers, or I look like Aaron Rodgers' cousin who went on a coke binge for fucking 3 years. I know I look like a cracked out fucking Adrian Brody, and it's only because of my fucking nose. When I had my mustache, it looked like 3 caterpillars were molesting my face because of my fucking stupid eyebrows and my mustache. And if I moved them, it looked like caterpillars moving. You got to just embrace what you got, man. Don't be upset about what you got. Embrace it. You can improve yourself, right? I'm a chubby little fuck right now, but I'm going to start working out again here soon. I do jiu-jitsu and everything like that, but I got to get back into my weight training because, as you can see, I'm looking a little thin. And if you knew me, back when I was thicker, I used to be a little brolic. But speaking of health, I want to get into something serious. My wife and I, we had to go to the hospital. She had averted a crisis. And it's a little frustrating. It's a little weird for both of us. So she had to go get some procedures done so we could check something out. And what we thought may have happened, happened. She's fine. She's good. But we had to make sure at this one specific hospital who has a team of specialists that look into the certain situation that she has, and to be upfront, she at any point right now could have a stroke, which is very serious. And I love her to death, and I don't want that to happen. Now you're probably asking, Nick, why are you bringing this up? Well, the reason I'm bringing it up is because while strokes are very serious, I was thinking, when people have strokes and they have significant others, because the situation she's in is 1 of 4 people, right? That's a pretty big percentage, right? 25% of people have this issue. And at any time she could have a blood clot that could, block up blood to her brain, or just other necessary areas for her to live normally or healthily. So it's nerve-wracking for both of us. It's frustrating. We don't know when it could happen. We don't know if it would happen. While she's dodged this now and we've caught it early, there are things that we're working towards in order to solve the issue. To make it funny, I thought it would be a funny time to bring up the question I've been asking myself for a while now. If somebody has a stroke, hear me out, somebody has a stroke and they have a significant other and they're still married, do you have to put like in the will at some point sexual contact? I love my wife. We're both young. And it kind of reminded me of the episode in Rick and Morty where Beth is like, her clone is like laying there on the bed, and like Jerry gets roasted the whole show. If you guys don't watch Rick and Morty, sometimes I feel like I'm the Jerry of my house. I just get like, low key roasted. They'll passive aggressively roast me like my kids. And yeah, I asked her, and her response was, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was understandable. Oh, but no, but hear me out. Let's say you have a stroke. Like, your brain still works. The blood flows to some stuff normally. Like, how does that work? Do you clap while they're, having a stroke? Well, not during the action of having a stroke, but like if they're paralyzed or something like that. Do couples still fuck? And if not, like, what if they return from the stroke and you've been fucking somebody else? That's a fucking dilemma. That's a soap opera right there. It's a serious question I needed to ask. Because I know if I had a stroke and I could still get blood in my pee-pee, I'd be okay with it. And then it brought me to the even worse. Like, how many hospitals do you think people mistreat people with strokes? That's got to be fucking weird, We never got to the bottom of the question, but it's a question I wanted to ask. When I say it out loud even more, alone by myself, sure, it's a very, very weird question, but it's one I had to ask. Because I would imagine if your brain still works, you would, like, it's a human need to have sex. But is it a necessity when you're like mid-stroke or paralyzed? Because I know if I search it up on the internet right now, I'm sure there's plenty of videos that, fall in line with that fetish. I mean, there's nugget porn. There's amputee porn. There's like horror porn. It's got to fit a specific niche, but I felt like it was an appropriate thing to take her mind off of what's happening. And she was sleepy. She was a little out of it. So I think I'll ask her again at some point. But anyway, how's your guys' week going? No, I'm just kidding. I know you can't answer me. Leave it below in the comments, though. And if you're listening to this on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify podcasting, hit me up on Instagram, insidemee_pod. But it also reminded me of like being a kid and just like how frivolous you think life is. You're indestructible when you're a kid. And me and my buddies we would do a lot of pranks. And I feel like kids today, like these days, while they're doing pranks that are like a little invasive, everything's to get likes and shares and subscriber rates. But we didn't really film anything. But I remember when Jackass came out, dude, me and my boy, we would go to the golf course and hit the air horn right at the tee, like right when people would tee off. And that never got old. Ever, dude. It never got old. Yeah. Right when they go to swing. Yeah. And you would see the ball. Like, dude, there were guys that tried to chase us down. old crusty fucks too. And you gotta imagine they're like 50, maybe 60 years old. They're just enjoying retirement. And then some snot-nosed fuckers come out of nowhere with an air horn trying to fuck up your day at golf. At the golf course. There was one time we went to a driving range and we would just go out onto the range and we would just collect golf balls. We didn't do anything with the golf balls. We just stole them because we thought it would be funny for them to show up the next day and be like, hey, why are we down like 500 golf balls? Where are they? And then when I moved out of that house, the place I was storing them, my, I guess, father figure at the time found them. And he literally asked me about them. He's like, hey, what's up with all the golf balls? And I had to explain to him how stupid I was because we thought it was funny. It was like he thought we were going to use those golf balls for evil. He was extremely nervous. If you guys hear my kids in the background, they're sleeping. So sorry. I know this mic picks up everything. So it could be a situation where one of them, they're going to come out and they're mid-nap and they're going to ask me for a snack or something. I know it. They're supposed to be asleep, but they won't be. We used to do all the fucking pranks though, dude. My brother would dress up in a ghillie suit and he would stand next to bushes. He would just stand next to bushes and then he would jump out and scare people. Dude, we were doing that back in fucking 2006. We were doing that shit. Changing the fucking game on pranking. And now I see like videos like that popping up and it's like, oh, fuck yeah. What was another prank we did? Oh, we used to do the rope across the street one all the time, the invisible rope. Right when cars are pulling up, we would pretend that we have a rope and then we would tie it off somewhere. That one went pretty hard. That one usually gave us a laugh. And you don't even need anything for that one. Fuck, what are some other pranks we used to do? I can't remember, dude. But fart machine? Dude, one of the best inventions as a fucking middle schooler was a fart machine. You could keep that motherfucking thing on you, and you could do it anywhere. You can employ that motherfucker anywhere. Are you at the beach? Hey. You in a store? Yeah. Oh, what's that? You're at your grandmother's? Wah. Anywhere, anytime, you could pull that motherfucking thing out. And the best part, we got one of the cool ones that was a remote. You could set it off in a place and boom. Ba-boom. You got motherfuckers looking around. Who the fuck just farted? You know? Or they like look at you like you just farted. But then you gotta pull that thing out and you're like, nah, just a fart machine. Just wanted to see your reaction. Some of the funniest shit ever I did when I was in fucking middle school, dude. I used to fall for no reason, or I'd like pull the door into my foot and like pretend I just hit myself with the door. So many people would think I actually did it. And then the funniest part was to see their reaction. But we never recorded it, dude. I could have been on this YouTube shit for forever ago, making money, just doing stupid shit. But then I would have looked like Logan Paul. Yeah, right? I could have made so much money. I could have made millions doing the thing that they're doing now, making millions when they were on Vine. Pff, fuck that. No way. Of course I'm kicking myself in the fucking ass. I got the fucking meme face right now, the crying meme face. I'm fucking mad, dude. I look back and they're doing all the shit that I used to fucking do. We used to have prank wars. That's fucking popular. There was one time I pranked my buddy. We were at my apartment when I was in high school, about to enlist in the military. And we're having this party, and my buddy brought one of his girls over, but he was talking to multiple people at the same time. And I was over it because he was always talking to me, like, what am I going to do, dude? And I was like, I don't fucking know, man. So I threw a party, and we were all drinking our soda. And assorted juices. We're all singing Kumbaya and reading the Bible. And finally I got tired of it. So I hit up every single one of his girlfriends. And I told him to come to the party. And I'm watching his face the whole time. He's just like, as like they like he sees them and notices them throughout the party. Now, if I would have recorded this, it would have been the best reveal ever. I put him in a shit sandwich. He comes up to me. He's like, I don't know what to do, man. They're all here. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. And I'm like, well, you got to make a decision, homie. You got to make a decision. And so I forced him into this decision. He wound up choosing the chick that he chose. And I never realized that until years later, I never told him who did it. I told him who did it. It was me. And he didn't find that out until years later. He was like, dude, that was one of the worst nights of my life. And those are just some of the jokes and pranks that we would pull. He was like, no, dude, that was literally like a scarring moment of my life, like in my high school years. Like that was one of the worst nights of my life. And I went, but wasn't it funny? He was like, no. No, it wasn't funny. While I was in, we used to have a dude that we would fucking that we all kind of like us new guys would rally against, and he had a radio, and he would drag it across his mouth every once in a while when we were watching TV and stuff, and we noticed it. Angrily, my buddy took the radio and took just the antenna and just wiped his ass crack with it, you know? And again, later, when we saw it, we saw him put it on his mouth. There were no stains, but we knew where that had been. And that was yet again another thing that was hilarious. One of the funniest things ever. You might be asking, how is it that funny if you're not even laughing? Well, it's been a couple of years for me. Sorry, guys, I'm coughing. And I'm just kind of reliving all this, because of 2020. Got really nothing else to do except, think. And I'm thinking of jokes, for open mic and stuff, so that should be happening soon. Let me do these ads real quick. Alrighty. Dudette and Bros. It's a veteran-owned and operated business selling you clothing for good vibes, black coffee, and even more stout beer. Do you guys want to unlock the potential of your mind, body, and spirit? If so, go to Dudette and Bros. Follow them on Instagram. Share their page, like their stuff. And then I want you to go to Dudette, and bros.myshopify.com. And I want you guys to order some shirts. Order some stickers. The area I live, I don't see any stickers. Put them on your truck. Put them on your car. Put them on your skateboard. Put them on your Nalgene. That's what I do. I stickerize the fuck out of my shit. Get them on your Yetis. Got a Yeti cooler? Get a sticker on it. Get your Dudette and Bros towel. Now, I know summer season is coming to an end, but you can, if you live in Florida, you can definitely do it. It's summer all year round, baby. Again, follow them on Instagram, Dudette and Bros. And then I want you to go to Dudette, bros.myshopify.com. If you use the promo code insidemee10, you'll get 10% off all purchases. Thanks. And then our other sponsor. Do you guys like shooting? I like shooting. Do you guys like wearing tactical stuff? Because I like wearing tactical stuff. I feel like I need to always be ready for something. Especially now that I got my pistol. I want to wear some fucking dope-ass tactical clothing. Stuff that makes me feel good. Stuff that'll keep me warm. Fall time's coming. It's September, baby. It's almost time for that sweater weather. Sweater weather. Now, I don't know if you guys are more of a zip-up guy or a pulley guy or a pullover guy. I'm a pullover guy. And if you go to Green Wolf Tactical, you'll see some of the dopest Whoopee hoodies you'll ever see. You can get them customized. All you have to do is email greenwolftactical@gmail.com to personalize and embroider all of your specific items. They got stickers, they got patches, they got hats, they got mugs, sunglasses. They got silkies. All in varying and customizable designs and camouflages. And if you want big orders, if you want personal orders, he does them all. It's veteran owned, veteran operated, and just ready to ship you gear from Georgia. It's one of the best companies I think I've ever seen during the pandemic. He's been rolling stuff out nonstop. It comes timely. Within a week, you'll have your stuff. It's the best. So again, go to their Instagram, Green Wolf Tactical. You can shop either directly on the Instagram page, just view shop, or if you want customized orders, you can you can email greenwolftactical@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. But 2020 has been a shit show, right? So what I've been thinking is that 2021, we're going to cure cancer. We're going to cure cancer. We're going to cure Alzheimer's. Some of the best movies and shows are going to come out. And it's just going to be a really good bounce back year. Like Sean said, bounce back. Big Sean said bounce back. So that's what we're doing. We're going to bounce back, baby. We're going to bounce back. We're going to do everything in our power to bounce back. Because my necklace is iced out. My left wrist iced out. Waka Flocka will stomp your motherfucking lights out. That's how I feel in 2021. I'm going to get some training in. I'm going to do a whole bunch of cool shit. I'm going to do shit that I couldn't do this year. Who knows? Maybe I'll take a trip to Puerto Rico, visit some buddies down there, get my surf on, get my kids cultured in a little bit of Spanish. They're Dominican, so they don't really know that, but we're going to get them, dude, we're going to do every fucking thing. Everything. I may or may not release nudes, just like Chris Evans. And I'm going to drink a whole lot more of this, dude. Celsius is the fucking shit. This is not an ad, but Celsius is the goddamn shit. It's healthy. And depending on where you live, you'll literally, dude, it's $1.79. It's the fucking best. 2021, we're going to cure cancer, though. Fuck cancer. Cancer's taking way too many people from me. I fucking hate it. I want to donate to cancer research. I know there's a lot of companies that do that. Haha, said do. But 2021, dude, we're going to come with a fucking vengeance. We're going to come with a fucking vengeance. Sober October is coming up. I want you guys to leave a comment if you guys are going to participate in Sober October. Me and my boys, we might do a FaceTime call, figuring out what the fuck we're going to do, and then I'll put it up on YouTube. Sober October is such a good opportunity for us. We also, just like Joe Rogan does, we try and do a task that we want to learn. Everybody learns something new during Sober October. So with your sobriety, you are essentially just productive. It's a month where drinking or partying isn't really a part of your life, and you can really see, with a level and clear head, what you can do. And it's super empowering. You can really learn anything. Legitimately, you can learn anything. This year, I think I want to learn Spanish, so I think I might dedicate that month to Spanish, because I got a lot of family members that on my wife's side that are Spanish, and I it's annoying that I've almost a decade with this family, and I still can't speak Spanish. I want to do that. My buddy's surfing, so I think he's already knocked that out, but maybe he has some other goals. And then I got another buddy that's trying to get into real estate. But he's already forcibly being sober right now because he's on Tatooine. He's out in the fucking desert. So Sober October is going to be fucking the shit this year. I want to get tatted. Let's get fucking tatted. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do this year. Leave a comment below what you guys plan on doing. If you guys are going to participate in Sober October, leave a comment below on YouTube. If you're listening to this on iTunes podcast or Spotify, go over to the YouTube and leave a comment in it. And let's fucking discuss it. Let's do it together. Let's all do Sober October and we'll be productive. Okay? I'm going to do a FaceTime with my boys and we're going to do it. I'm going to see if I can throw it up on YouTube and we'll do a fucking, like a unboxing of our Sober October. I'll make sure that they have cameras where they can record themselves doing it, and we'll do a progression. Each day we'll do a progression. Now I don't want to overpromise anything because I don't know if it's going to happen. But Sober October will. And we're going to have fun doing it. Again, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to like and leave a comment below for Sober October. Share this motherfucker, please. Share it. I don't care if it's the Spotify or if you go to the Instagram and you just share the Linktree. If you share the Linktree link. Again, don't forget about the GoFundMe. I'd really like to get some better stuff. Soundproof the studio a little bit more and hopefully a better mic, but I need your guys' support for that. So don't forget, when you open up the Linktree, just go all the way down to the bottom. There's the GoFundMe. Yeah. And let's get this thing fucking rolling. I appreciate you guys again for listening. Peace out.